what I know, again, it's an operational and a logistic nightmare. Considering that the operation to blockade Iranian ports involves at this point 10,000 U.S. troops, 70 warships, and more than 100 aircraft. So this is information from Central Command, CENTCOM. This is
Yeah.
what they are. These are the assets that they are using at this time to blockade Iran, and yet, and they still not very successful in carrying out an effective blockade, right? So this is a logistical issue, man. A lot is needed, and it's expensive. So
Yeah.
it's
It's
very
not cheap.
costly for the United States to have to have a 10,000 troops just sitting there in the ocean trying to make sure people don't go by, 17
Yeah.
warships, and 100 aircraft. I mean,
Yeah.
you can imagine the cost of
Very costly.
affecting this blockade. Now, the again, I understand. I understand the reasoning behind this, but
Yeah.
the question now is it worth the cost, or is it worth the risk? And the reason why I ask is because, see, Iran is not the United States. Iran is not Europe. These are people who understand what hardship looks like, right?
Right.
These are people who understand hardship. And in my opinion, I think Iranians are a little bit more resilient, which means they can sit this for a very long time.
Right.
Now, is the United States ready to have their assets bogged down in the Gulf for too long? I mean, considering that they also are dealing with Russia, they also have China in their crosshair, and then when they bring all their assets from everywhere else, from from Asia and the Baltics down to the Middle East, now how are they juggling China, Russia, Iran, when everything seems to be focused in the Gulf at this point? I think that is something that I know that the Americans are thinking about, but I also know that this is something that the Iranians too are considering. Like,
Right.
we can resist these guys for as long as it takes. Even
Right.
when Donald Trump say we are going to bomb the bridges, it's going to be a bridge day, and it's going to be a power plant day. I don't think the Iranians were very moved by that, because again, Iran, I'm sure they can go without power for days. It's not America where if you don't have your heater on, or if then the riot probably starts after 2 days. Iran, they can go for long without lights, without
Yeah.
internet, without all this. So they are a little bit more resilient than a typical Western European American
Yeah.
citizen. So I guess my question is the United States ready for a long war? Because it seems Iran is.
You said a few things. It is expensive. I agree with you. Any war is expensive. Um, America has 10,000 troops there. So that comes with a lot of human capital to
Mhm.
be able to put these people. That comes with a lot of material capital to be able to put these people and fund them and carry them back and forth to their destination and feed them, keep them on standby should anything happen. All this so that Iran cannot have a all this so that Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon. I guess that's a cost that Trump is willing to go to prevent Iran from having a nuclear weapon. So you can tell how serious this is to him, how serious it is to the American, at least the people who support Trump right now. So it is serious. It costs a lot of money. It's a tax bill that is going to be put on the American taxpayer. But then Trump has determined that Iran having a nuclear weapon is an existential threat to America. So
So,
they are
so
willing to go above and beyond to be able to prevent them. And they will do that by putting 10,000 troops, risking hundreds of aircrafts, hundreds of special equipment, hundreds of commandos and special forces, and even the logistics to keep these people around just to prevent Iran from having a nuclear weapon. I know what that says. That probably says a lot about his resolve. That probably says a lot about there's some, at least the intelligence that they have. There is some truth that maybe me and you don't see and don't have access to. So yeah. So I look at what the length that he's willing to go, and it tells me that for him and many people who back him, this is worth it, and they are willing to take the tap on this because it is worth it. They think they are ending a 47 year war. I'm sorry, you disagree. I'm on that camp, and they think they'll have to deal with the Iranian threat and blackmail once and for all.